Well, hello everyone and welcome back to FX Axe. I'm James and today we're going to be running through a complete TradingView tutorial for beginners. Now in this video I'll walk you through everything you need to get started with TradingView. So that includes chart setups, indicators, drawing tools, alerts and just a general platform navigation. Whether you're completely new to the platform or just looking to sharpen up your charting, this video will hopefully get you comfortable using TradingView from the outset. And if you do find this video useful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out FX Axe for more trading content and platform guides. Without further ado, roll that intro. Right guys, when you log into TradingView for the first time, you will see something very similar to this. So let's go through a very quick platform tour just so you guys can understand the interface and know a little bit about where things are, where certain tools are on the platform. So let's start off with this left-hand toolbar. Now I would advise that this toolbar stays here, you don't hide it, it's got some very important tools. First of all, we can see some various different lines here and channels that you can add to your chart, which we will go through in a little bit. Here we have a range of Fibonacci and GAN tools that you can use. We also have some chart patterns here, head and shoulders, and obviously a range of different Elliott wave indicators. Some of these tools are really important, and I use the long and short position tools quite frequently. If we use a long position here now, you can drag and drop obviously, and this helps you assess your risk to reward ratio on certain trades. So I do use the long and short position tools a lot. I think they're very handy and quite aesthetically pleasing, to be honest. Now we have the brush tool. This is where you can draw on your charts and obviously various different shapes as well. For example, if you want to mark support and resistance, you can draw certain rectangles just so those areas of interest are really clear on the chart. You can also annotate on the chart. You can add text notes and images as well, upload from your computer. And hey, we're in 2026 now, so you can use a range of different emojis as well if you want to show off that really nice trade. This ruler tool is very useful as well. Again, it's up there with one of the things I use quite a lot. Again, when you drag and drop it on your chart, you can assess the number of pips and obviously the number of bars across. So it's a very useful tool for analysing certain price movements and when you're setting your take profits and stop losses as well. Now we do have a zoom in tool here, but I would advise if you're on desktop using TradingView with a mouse, so you can just use the scroller on the mouse to zoom in and out so you can see the bigger picture, or if you want to zoom in and pinpoint your entries, then you can do that as well. Here we have various different locking tools, so therefore you can move stuff around without touching anything on the chart. So again, it's quite useful. But for beginners, this toolbar is obviously quite important, has a range of decent tools you can use. So I would definitely have a flick through, have a play around and familiarise yourself with this toolbar here. Now then, let's go through the top toolbar here. Again, this will always stay on the platform. There's no reason for you to get rid of it at all. The first thing we're going to have a look at here is your symbol selection. So this is where you can come and type in your asset, whether that be gold, XAU, USD, or any of the Forex pairs or stocks, or any cryptocurrencies, indices. They can all be found here. So all you have to do is click here, type in the relevant security you're looking for, and then it will pop up here on the chart interface. So that's very useful. Here we can change the time frames. Now obviously changing time frames and looking at different time frames is very important when you're trading. If we want to change to the hourly chart, now obviously this means each candle is worth 1 hour worth of price movement. So again, if you wanted to head into the 15-minute chart as well and really pinpoint those entries, you absolutely can. And if you want to zoom out to the weekly and look at those long-term key levels, you absolutely can. Using the x-axis here as well, you can quite easily see a representation of price at certain different times. So you can see that right now we're looking at pound dollar on the weekly chart dating back to 2020 to current price. So you get a big, nice overview of price over the last 5 or 6 years. We also have different candle options. We have bar. I would always suggest you stick with the Japanese candlesticks. We do also have line and various different other things as well. But again, for beginners, I would always recommend sticking with the Japanese candlesticks. Obviously, each individual candlestick does provide a lot of different information when you're trading. So there's no real reason to adjust that at all. Here we have indicators. We'll run over them in a little bit. But we have some built-in technical indicators, which you can simply head here and either search. For example, if you wanted to add a moving average, you can obviously click on one of these and add them to your chart. Again, we'll go over that in a little bit. Also, other TradingView users can upload their own or code their own indicators that you can use. Here are a few different ones from the editor picks, but then you can also have obviously the most popular indicators and the ones that are trending as well. So you can obviously go through these, have a look and see what fits your style and trading strategy as well. So indicators are very important. We also have an alert as well, which we will go over in a little bit. And we can do bar replay if you wanted to backtest certain strategies. So there's, again, some very useful tools here. This is obviously based on the free version of TradingView. You can obviously pick up a subscription and manage multiple different layouts. This is where you can, if you wanted to have a certain layout for FX pairs and a certain range of different indicators, you can then have that layout and name it FX. And those and the strategies you use might be slightly different in comparison to your commodities trading, so your gold trading. So you might have a layout using different technical indicators for gold and your FX. So having multiple layouts is useful, but again, on the free version and for beginners, really all you need is just one layout. Okay, so let's have a look at the right-hand toolbar. Now, there are only a couple of tools that I want to focus on here. The first one being the watch list. This helps your navigation. Essentially, you can mark certain pairs that you're watching. You can have multiple different watch lists. And it's very, very simple to add them, and then you can just flick between the charts like this using your watch list rather than using this tool up here. So if you wanted to add a certain asset to your watch list, you can click the plus button and you can obviously have a scroll down. Say you wanted to add Euro Swiss, you can then add that to your watch list. So you can see it's down here, and you can obviously drag and drop it into the FX section, and then once again you can just simply navigate between all the different FX pairs and your various different other assets that you're having a look at. The next thing is alerts. Now when you create an alert, it will appear here. So if you want to click the plus button here and you want to be notified when price crosses a certain level, say we wanted to be notified if on euro dollar price cross the 116 level, perhaps we'd be looking to enter the market then. You can set the expiration dates and you can set your notification noise. So there's various different alerts you can make. Here we are, we've got one, and you can track all your alerts on the alerts panel here. The next thing that I want to show you on here is a calendar. This, again, we've covered some technical stuff. This is all about the fundamental stuff. You can track certain data releases, news announcements, this type of thing. If you're trading stocks, you can look at earnings and reports, etc., etc. So it's a handy tool just to have a look at and be aware of when you're trading the markets. Now, TradingView, alongside being a great analysis tool, you can trade through it as well, either connecting your account to a broker account that operates on TradingView, or you can do some demo trading. So if you click the trade button up here, you can then see paper trading and connect, and it'll set you up with a $100,000 account, so you can obviously practice trading the markets, test strategies, etc., etc. You'll see that once you've done this, you'll have another box open here, which you can minimize and obviously drag and drop to customize and see if you want to narrow the chart down so you can see some more details and metrics and analytics regarding your trading. So this panel isn't necessary, but if you do want to start demo trading on TradingView, it's obviously a good option to set up a paper trading account, and you will have this toolbox at the bottom of your charts. Right guys, let's dive into some technical analysis and have a look at some more tools. So let's start with a couple of indicators. Right now, we can see that we have one indicator, this volume indicator at the bottom. To see the list of indicators on your chart, you can click this arrow here. This will display whether each indicator and whether you want to hide each indicator or whether you want to delete the indicator from your chart. So what we're going to do is delete this volume tool from our chart. Very simple. And we're going to add the RSI, Relative Strength Index, which is obviously a built-in indicator. So here we are. We can see that the RSI is at the bottom of our chart. We can drag up and down depending on how much we want the RSI in view. Dragging it down is nice and easy for us, and you can see here if we want to change certain aspects of the RSI. For example, we can change the length. You can obviously do that by clicking on the settings. You can also change the coloring as well, if that's something that you care about, and obviously you can set its visibility based on the time frame of chart that you're using. So again, for beginners, having the RSI on there at all times might be potentially a good idea. You can obviously see overbought and oversold levels, yeah. So that's the RSI. I'm just deleting that alert there, just so our chart is nice and clean. So we have the RSI, and now what we're going to do is add a moving average. Now the moving average exponential is more weighted to current price action. So this is the moving average that I use. And again, you can see it comes up here. So once again, we can hide the moving average, and we can head to settings, and we can dictate the length of the moving average. So say we wanted to have a 100-day moving average, we can obviously do that, and it adjusts automatically on the chart. So moving average again is a pretty standard indicator. A good tip here for beginners is not to clutter your charts with loads of different indicators. Keep your charts clean, have a couple of indicators that you use, and some clear entry criteria. That should help you, especially if you're a beginner just starting out. One, on TradingView, and two, obviously, starting out on your trading journey. But hey, let's dive a little deeper into some analysis. And we could obviously use some of the tools that we've been through previously on the left-hand side. So if you want to whack on potential support and resistance zones, for example, we can do that. Now, obviously, these shapes are all customizable. You can customize the color, the borders, the transparency, etc., etc. Again, it's not required. But again, if you care about that stuff, you absolutely can. And this is the real good thing about TradingView, is it is super customizable. Again, we can add potential support zone there, and we can obviously adjust as and when we want to, in line with current price. So as you can see, we've got price bouncing off the moving average here. Inside are resistance and support zones. So you can see that through just a little bit of analysis, we've got our chart coming together. We can start identifying potential trade setups, and it's all really clean, customizable. It's a very, very easy user interface, which is why TradingView is so popular amongst traders, both new and experienced. So look, using the long and short position, say if we wanted to take an entry, again, this is not financial advice. This is purely educational based, just so you guys can understand some of the tools on the platform. But say you wanted to take a short position off this level here, where price has previously bounced off, you absolutely can, and you can identify that using the short and long tool. It's just really good and clear for beginners. It helps you identify exactly where your take profit and stop losses are, and obviously helps you manage your risk with the risk to reward ratio displayed here. So you can see we're looking at a 2.7R at the moment if price was to come down to this prior support level. We also might want to use a Fibonacci retracement tool. Again, there are plenty of guides online if you do want to look up what a Fibonacci retracement is and what it looks like. But obviously, normally it's drawn from low to high and identifies potential turning points or bouncing points in the market. Now you can see it's getting a little bit clustered. Again, the Fibonacci tool can be customized. You can pick your own levels. You can change the coloring. But it's just another tool here that you can absolutely use alongside, obviously, a trend line as well. For example, if you wanted to identify a break of a potential trend, you can absolutely do that as well. So there are so many different options, so many different ways to customize and analyze your charts in the markets. But hopefully that's been really useful for you guys. Just as a quick beginner run through. You should now be comfortable navigating the platform, analyzing charts, setting alerts, and basically building your own trading workspace. And of course, don't forget you can demo trade on here as well. So hopefully that's helped. Please do like, comment, and subscribe if the video has been useful. And I'm James from FXX. I will see you at the sharp end.